David Brody, great to have you with us this morning. Time now to drain the swamp. And this morning, we're flushing out. There they go. It's the entire swamp that we're flushing out because if Donald Trump wins the election, that is exactly what he says he's going to do. Trump was in Wisconsin on Saturday, and during his speech, he detailed 9 steps that he's going to take to drain the swamp when he gets into office, saying we are a failing nation now, but there is still time to change it. So here is his plan. First, he says he's going to end the weaponization of government and the abuse of law enforcement against political opponents, something he has become accustomed to. He will also bring back free speech in America. He will expel the warmongers and carry out and clean up the military-industrial complex. He will also curtail power of federal bureaucrats and protect kids from indoctrination through education. He says he will take away equity policies that punish people based on their race and gender. He's also going to team up with RFK Jr. to take on government food and health agencies, which are dominated by corporations and by China. Trump will ask Congress for sweeping reforms that prevent foreign influence peddling, like we saw from the Biden and their family. And finally, he will modify the 25th Amendment. He wants to. So if a VP or president lies or engages in conspiracy to cover up if a president's incapacitated, it will be grounds for impeachment, and removal from office, which is in direct response, of course, to all of those who covered up Biden's failing health. So a big to-do list, guys. It's an ambitious list, but we know Donald Trump is determined enough to make the changes that he laid out happen. But the deep state's going to fight him, Gina, every tooth and nail here.
Yeah, again, going to what works. I really love when people come up, policymakers come up with ideas that will make life better, more constitutional for the American people. And I especially love it. You'll notice the one thing missing from here. One thing is missing. That's any expansion of the government. I love it when they can do it without expanding the size of government. The government is way too bloated, way too bureaucratic. The government needs to be cut back to size. And some of these common sense ideas just will make things better. It'll make government more ethical, more logical, more functional, less suspicious to the American people. And that will bring about less cynicism in the country, which is something that is desperately needed right now, Terrence.
You know, these are great ideas, but getting these from ideas to actual policy and into law, therein lies the challenge, because there is going to be resistance very likely. And so I think that also paints a picture of why it's so important that President Trump have a House and a Senate that is supportive of his plans. Because let's just be honest, if it's a divided House and Senate, it's very likely that anything he proposes is going to fall on deaf ears and is going to be a challenge. If Republicans happen to win the House, if Republicans win the Senate, then there's a much better chance that these plans are actually implemented. Therein lies the challenge, though. I think that's why you need to get out on November 5th and vote. And it's not just voting the top of the ticket, it's voting down ballot as well.